Hello! Today, we're going to look to see how we can add and subtract on an open number line. Excited? I know I am. We're going to start by adding 325 plus 256. So, I usually like to start off with the bigger number, but the great thing about the open number line is you can start with either number. You get to choose. But like I said, I like to start off with the bigger number. Since this is my video, I'm going to do it the way I like it. So I'm going to start off with 325. And which means on the number line I'm going to be adding 256. And I'm going to start off adding my ones place, 6 and 5. But instead of adding the whole ones place, I'm going to take out 5. Because that will make a 10, which is a friendly number for me. So, my first jump is going to be plus 5, which would give me 330. Next, move on to my tens place, 5 tens, which is 50. So 330 plus 50 give me 380. And then I have my hundreds place. 380 plus 200 gives me 580. And then I can't forget, I didn't take out all of my ones earlier, I only took out 5 of them, which leaves me with one left still to add. So my last jump is going to be 1, which would give me 581. Nice and simple to do. No regrouping. That's why I love it. So, let's look at subtraction. We're going to start off by looking at 325 minus 256. Now, there's two ways we could do this. First way is by simply subtracting, which would mean jumping backward on the number line. The second way would be starting at 256 and jumping up to 325. Fortunately, we're going to look at both of these examples about subtracting on an open number line. Let's start by jumping backwards. So, since I'm jumping backwards, I'm going to put my total number at the right end of the number line. And again, the jumps we want to make works better if we do as friendly as possible. So, to make this as friendly as possible, instead of jumping back 6, I'm going to take out 5 first, because that'll give me a friendlier number to start with. So, if I jump back 5, that gives me 320. So now I no longer have 6 in ones place, I have a 1. I'm going to save that 1 for later. So next, I'm going to look at my tens place. Jumping back 5, I notice I only have 2 tens. So I'm going to jump back those 5 tens in chunks. First one would be just 2 tens back. So minus 20. Put me at 300. So since I took out 20, that leaves me with just 3 tens left. So I'm going to go ahead and take that jump now to minus 30. Which leaves me at 270. Next, I'm going to jump at my hundreds now. Minus 200 would put me at 70. And finally, I can't forget the one that I still haven't jumped. So that's going to be my last jump. Minus 1, which would put me at 69. Now, let's look at the other way to subtract. Still doing 325 minus 256, but this time I'm going to put both numbers either in the number line. Since 325 is a larger number, it does have to go on the right end. And I'm going to jump up from 256 to 325, basically finding my answer in the jumps I take, the difference between the two numbers. I'm going to start off by making a 10, so I have a friendlier number to work with. So, I see I have 6 in the ones place. To make a 10, I need to add 4, which would give me 260. And since making 10 is so much fun, I'm going to make 100 now. So again, I see I have 6 in the hundreds place now, which means to make a 10, I would add 40. Excuse me, making 100, I would add 40, which would give me 300. And then from there, it's rather simple. I see that I have 0, 0 in the tens and ones place, and I have 25 in the tens and ones place here. So, it tells me the last jump is going to be 25, which would give me 325, which is what I'm looking for. But again, my answer isn't where I end, it's what I jumped. These numbers here. So, I'm going to add 40 plus 25 plus 4. 0 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6. So, again, my answer, my difference, is 69. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you add and subtract on the open number line. The end.